What up, guys? Cover here with Smackdown review, and this is Smackdown. The recap. It starts off with the recap of Bayley's heel turn from Monday Night Raw. Obviously, she is the Smackdown Women's Champion. Bayley comes out at the top of the show, just like always she does. But this time you hear a few boos in the crowd, just a few, which is weird. Grabs the mic, which the music stops. A lot more boos can be heard then. You also hear people chant her name, and she says the reaction is confusing. She talks about how people were shocked by what she did to everyone, that everyone should have known she would be loyal to Sasha Banks. Which I think is cool, but also isn't cool, because she's going against Charlotte, and if she's a heel, why turn her? I would have done it afterwards. That's the only problem I have with her heel turn now. But she says she's been trying to lift up the entire division with her whole heart, and she's trying to show people what it means to be loyal. She promises to defeat the selfish Charlotte at Clash of Champions. Charlotte comes out and agrees that she is selfish, and she is genuine about it. This brings out Sasha Banks on SmackDown. Finally, we get Banks on SmackDown. Before Banks gets into the ring, Charlotte nails Bayley with a big boot. She tackles the boss and beats on her until Bayley hits her with a steel chair. She gives the chair back to Banks so she can use it on Flair. Just beat her up basically, and that was cool. I think that was one of the coolest. Then we have Elias versus Ali. It was actually a pretty good match. I really don't like Elias' matches for some reason. I just don't think of him as a wrestler. I think of him as just a person who comes out and does guitar. I don't, like the honky tonk man, but not the wrestler wise. I don't know why. But he ends up hitting the drift away for the pin of the win. And he advances. Elias advances. So good for Elias though. So then, we have Alexa Bliss and Cross versus Fire and Desire. I like that they're actually getting a lot more team time than the Iconics were when they were the tag team champions. So, that's cool. Sonya gets her knees up and makes the take to Rose so she can hit a knee to the face for a pin. And they win. So hopefully they'll get a tag team title match in the future. Samoa runs into Chad Gable backstage. He makes a bunch of short jokes. He says Gable is mentally weak and calls him a bunch of names. And then he leaves back in the arena. Randy Orton is headed to the ring. So, after his promo, Orton calls out Kofi for a fight. The New Day's music hits, but when Kofi comes out, he's being beat up by the Revival. Kofi does his best to fight off them, but Orton lays him out with a clothesline. Keeps calling Kofi stupid as he stops him into the mat. Then the Revival hold him up so Orton can hit the RKO. Kofi kicks him below the belt and breaks free for a moment, but he gets beat down once again. The trio hits the Shatter RKO. I like that name. That's what they're calling it, the Shatter RKO. Then we have Andrade Cien Almas versus Chad Gable for the King of the Ring tournament round 2. This was actually a really good match. Chad Gable was a great wrestler. This is a great way, but the biggest shock of this match is that when Andrade drills him with an elbow, but Chad Gable counters the hammerlock DDT and rolls him for the pin and the win, and now Chad Gable will advance. Stunning. I think he goes against Elias, and then he'll go against, I think he was against Elias. I'm not sure. But he's headed to the semifinals. Congratulations to Chad Gable. I love that they're going to be pushing him. Aleister Black said he was going to challenge someone. Shelton Benjamin comes out and says he answers Black challenge. It was actually a really quick but fun match. Black ducks a spin kick and nails him with a black mask for the win, which was cool. After other superstars try, Bo Dallas ends up hitting Drake Maverick to win the 24/7 title. But then back in the arena, Shinsuke and Sami Zayn head to the ring, and he ends up facing the jobber, Shinsuke, which is really weird why they did this. I don't think they should have done this, but he easily defeats the jobber. After the match, Maverick chases Dallas into the ring, pins him to regain the 24 title. He escapes Dallas. Then R-Truth appears on stage and rolls him up to win the belt back for a 14th time. That's crazy. So then for the final act of the night, we have Daniel Bryan out after the break, gives a promo, says he has nothing to do with the attack on Reigns, demands Roman to come out to apologize to him. As Roman comes out to the ramp, Rowan comes out, attacks him from behind. Bryan eventually tries to stop him, but Rowan shoves him to the floor. He powerbombs Reigns into a ring post, then grabs him by the skull, and hits the Iron Claw, and slams him right in the center of the ring. Picks up a mic, talks Reigns by saying Bryan had nothing to do with it. He said Bryan is worse than everyone because he thought he could control Rowan. He says Bryan wants to show how big of a man he is. He can try to slap him in the face again. Then Rowan says he's proud of everything he's done to Reigns, looks forward to hurting him at Clash Champions, so they're going to face off. Picks up a steel set of stairs, hits Reigns in the face, cleans off his announce table. Daniel ends up trying to stop him, but slaps Rowan in the face. But then Rowan ends up grabbing him and throwing him through the table. Show ends with Bryan and Reigns on the ground as Rowan's yelling at everyone. So that's going to be an interesting way why I guess this is a way to turn Daniel Bryan face, is what I'm guessing. But guys, like, share, subscribe. Peace.